states making DNA testing mandatory is stupid. I don't think that, it's something that if you feel like you need a DNA test, go do that on your own time because you feel that way. I don't think every person, there's millions of people in the United States. Like, it doesn't make sense that people could be using that time to do other things. Like, you could be saving a life. You could be in a hospital saving a life.
I personally pay taxes, and I care about where my money goes. I'm not here to pay for so-and-so because there's a confusion about who's the father. That's not my business. Handle your personal shit. And for me, I want to fund schools. I want to fund the MTA because the trains are never on time. We got bigger problems. We have bigger problems. I'm sorry. I'm not paying for no mandatory test.
DNA testing at birth.
Mandatory
DNA testing at birth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that.
Check that baby. Like, what? Check that baby. I don't care what nobody say. Check that baby. You never know. You never know.
But what I feel like DNA testing at birth to me is like, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you try to dress it up, you are telling your wife, I think you've been cheating on me.
And there are examples where guys raise kids that aren't theirs. Like, it's like, I can understand if it's never happened or if it's not a thing, but that's a thing that happens. People take breaks, raise kids. What was that one story about the dude that like raised the kid like after they took a break and then found out that the kid wasn't his? It happened while they were on a break, and you know what I mean? Like, that's...
okay, during a break, I feel like I can understand that justification, but it's like, we've been together, we've been rocking together, it's been 8 years, no break, been solid, you ain't never thought I cheated on you once. If I have a baby, I carried this baby for 9 months. I just pushed out a 8-pound human.
That could not be mine. You pushed out an 8-pound human.
Mandatory DNA testing before signing a birth certificate.
You're motherfucking right.
Yeah.
Put that on God record, bitch. Because my thing is, it could save so many families, children, and BDs a whole heap of heartache.
Yep.
Because it makes no sense, and it is also not medically sound to just leave it in the hands of the good Lord on who the real baby daddy is. No, baby, we need it in blood. Huh?
Yep.
Go on, give me your blood. Go on, give me your saliva. Swab that and let us know real motherfucking quick. Because if you've been fucking who you say you've been fucking and you fucking him only, it shouldn't be no motherfucking problem.
It shouldn't be no problem.
Because anytime I had a kid, baby, nobody ever asked me for a DNA test, but if they did, here's the baby.
Okay.
Here's the baby.
Take it.
Go. Because there ain't no shame in my motherfucking game. If I don't went to the point where I'm putting myself in the position to possibly get pregnant by a man, it's because I'm fucking him and only him, and we've been in a locked in monogamous.
Off the gas.
I got it. Okay. Monogamous relationship. Yep. Baby, I'm not over here just getting knocked up by Tom, Dick, and Jerry.
Okay. Because I feel like if you got to sign up for 18 years, you need a goddamn receipt. Okay.
Because you know if you sign that birth certificate and that ain't your baby,
you still
got to ante up.
You're still fucking liable. So there was actually a case where a man he was in a relationship with this woman. They had the baby. Baby turned out not to be his. He signed the birth certificate. They held him liable. They held him liable and responsible for this baby. He even went and got another DNA test to prove it wasn't his baby. They still held him liable for child support.
Here's why DNA tests should be mandatory after you give birth. I work at a healthcare facility and I had a mom bring in her paperwork for her child's birth certificate, right? I go through it and I let her know that she left the father's name blank, and just to avoid any surprises, I let her know when she gets the birth certificate, obviously the father's section is going to be blank. It's only going to be her name on the birth certificate. She then is like, oh, well, can I still get child support? I let her, I told her no, because there's no name there and whatnot. And, and I let her know what she would need to do after the fact. She then tells me to give her a minute. She sits down and calls her group of friends, and they go through a list of like 4 or 5 different men on some pros and cons type shit to figure out who of these men would be the best option to be the father. I guess they couldn't come to a decision or whatever. She comes back to me. She's like, oh, well, can you just put my birth certificate to the side and I'll do it once I decide. Ma'am, this isn't layaway. What?
Okay, let's talky. So, check out the Real 101 playlist, current news playlist. Apparently, Ohio, they had a real wild, bill they was trying to pass. I think this year, time flying by, where the bill basically was saying that, like, it was something about, a father being like responsible for child support while the baby was in the womb. It was something crazy. I'll try to remember to clip the video at the end about that, or in the beginning, right? And I don't think it passed or something. It was something that the Democrats was trying to pass. So now we have a situation in where I think it passed, whatever the first phase was at the state. Now I got to pass through the Senate say something. They passed through one phase. So basically they want to do mandatory paternity tests, at the birth before you sign the birth certificate. And I think a lot of people, the internet is having a great impact on what's going on. But I think a lot of these people, these politicians have been impacted. They sympathize with these guys. That it was a judge who didn't even know he raised children that wasn't even his. Okay. So it was a white judge, and it's women defending. I'm gonna get to all the clips y'all see and stuff y'all see. I'm gonna get to it. It's a good thing. So you shouldn't be offended if you ain't got nothing to worry about. If you worried about it, you shouldn't be offended. Now apparently both parents have to sign off on it, and I feel like if the woman don't sign off on it, then she signed her rights away for the child to be, the father to be the child, to get child support and stuff. So it should be something, okay, she didn't want to do it, he wanted to do it, so he's just not responsible to be there if he don't want to be there. It should be up to the guy. Or you want to sign it, or you want to make sure. And, women like, well, what you trying to say? I just gave birth, and it's always the shaming tactics. Well, women, the ad hominems in the shaming tactics, that's what they do. And corny ass jokes. You ever notice when they talk about a subject, especially when it's pertaining to a man, it's always jokes, because the fact of the matter is, a lot of times there's a lot of truth what that man is saying. It's a lot of truth to what that man is saying. And at the end of the day, why would you feel offended? Why would you feel offended if the baby is, if the baby's yours? You ain't got nothing to worry about. You don't have anything to worry about. The baby's yours. You shouldn't be offended. Okay, let's take this and get this out the way. So women that sit there, oh, this is not fair. Oh, I don't want my tax dollars to go. We don't want our tax dollars to go to illegal immigrants. We don't want our tax dollars to go to people that use and abuse welfare, Section 8, food stamps, WIC, SNAP, whatever you want to call it. We don't want our money to go to that. We don't want our monies to go to them fixing the roads over and over again and not doing it correctly just to keep the money flowing to your homeboys that own the construction company. It's a lot of things we don't want our money going. All of a sudden now the money should go to the schools, and I want the money to go towards the trains and up. No, it doesn't work that way. At the end of the day, it just exposed y'all what y'all really are. It's a lot of guys out here that they putting babies on, that they pinning babies on, and the baby is not theirs. They know the truth. In Jamaica, the paternity fraud rate is it's high. It's like in the 60%. In America, depending who you ask, either between 30 and 40, and that's all the known people that take the test. And one of the reasons they say they find out about paternity is if a parent is on the sick bed and tell the truth, or the parent needs a kidney or organ or a blood transfusion, and they're like, there's no way that this kid could be your kid because it's the blood work is so far out. I seen one, they did an ancestry test at school, and it was exposed that wasn't even his father. Come on. And you just got to understand, at the end of the day, they'd be like, oh, you can't, why shouldn't you want to be with a hoe? Why would you want to be with somebody that's not disciplined? And that small window where women can conceive is ridiculous. That window is like 48, 72 hours. So for it to be a possibility of more than one guy in that window that you were sleeping with is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Some women got 10. It was a lady, I'm gonna try to find a clip. She say, basically, she seen a woman and she called her friends and tried to pick which one would be the baby daddy she could pin the child on. And women act like this ain't a lot of them. And what's so funny, women know women just like this. They know women that rob guys. They know women, their girlfriends go in the back of the bar and sleep with the bartenders, or they know they going with their girlfriends to go drop them off to go cheat. We know that to be a fact. Some of their girlfriends set them up to cheat so they can have skin in the game. That's why when a lot of these girls get mad, the truth come out. The truth come out. So to act like y'all ain't wild, what y'all think come with liberation? Y'all got the freedom to fuck whoever y'all want to fuck. That's why most women don't really want to be married. That's the truth. Women just want the marriage. They don't want the duty of being married. I'm telling you that right now because it's structure, it's discipline. They want to be sexually free. So in that marriage, they do things women really don't like commitment. In that marriage, they do things to free themselves up. I'm telling you, they do things to free themselves up. They withhold sex from you because they fucking somebody on the side. They sabotage their own relationships. They sabotage their own husbands because they don't want the commitment. They fight hard and it's like a toy on Christmas. They get it. Oh, I really don't want the toy like that. That's just what it is. It's like motherhood. They like the way it look when the mother's taking pictures with the babies on Mother's Day and doing things with their kids on social media. It's the look, but they don't see the grunt work that come in to being a mother. He's sick and you got to stay up and go to work on 1 hour rest, or your daughter need her hair done and you got to stay up and do it. That's when they say, I don't want to be a mother. I don't want to do this. I don't have no help. You know, that's when that come in. A lot of this shit look good, bro. They be seeing girls on yachts. Oh, that could be me. Don't even know these girls getting pee-peed and doodled on. They getting bust down by some wrinkled penis ass brads and shit. You know, they don't see them going to the clinic. That new bag, she got a new car, she got that because he gave her something that she can't get rid of. Y'all don't see that side of it. And then anything they go wrong, they try to cope with. They try to cope and make, well, why don't people deal with me and I have an incurable STD? I don't understand. And they try to shame. Well, everybody's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sucked 10 dicks in one day. They do shit like that. So that's when they say it's very important to know a woman's past. And now it's so hard for a lot of guys to tell if a woman a hoe or not. You can meet a girl, she can let you crack the first night, and she could be a straight angel for you. You can meet a chick and, you know, she make you wait 30 days. She make you wait a little bit and then you find out she a straight fucking sausage demon. So when guys can't tell, it's just like opt out, because when you guess wrong or you you fuck with a hoe, you deal with this. Oh, you don't even know if the baby yours. And then they try to shame you. Oh, how dare you say the baby not yours and you the only nigga I've been with and woo. And most niggas go, okay. Nah, get the test. Take the test. And then you find out, oh, I ain't been with nobody but you. Ain't like, get out of here, man. And everybody, especially women, every woman know women like that. They be sitting there co-signing for women, and they friends groups is the hoes of the hoes. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, when it's also a bunch of good women, I know the fuck it ain't. Y'all don't even know what a good man is. Men know other good men. Trust and believe me. Men know other good men. But when it comes to women, knowing other good women, they don't know what a fucking good bitch is. A good woman, I guarantee you they don't. They don't even know what a good looking woman is. Even with all the glitz and the glam, they don't know when they got too much makeup on. They don't know when they look fat in a dress. They don't know if they friends ugly until they fall out. Man, they just a fucking lie. Most women are just liars. They just 90% lies. But yeah, check out the Real 101 playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Join the Patreon. Gang, peace.